Of course, we say namaste. What's up, people? What's going on? All right. Let's see. What's up here? Um, so let me start right off. Like, hopefully, y'all are having a great week. Let me start off by saying that. Okay. Any week where everybody's doing okay and there's no drama, that's a good week, right? But so I don't really go too much into current events anymore. I don't do that anymore. But this one I just kind of had to. Okay. Um, so this guy, he won swimming finals. Have y'all heard this story? It's been kind of, I'm not gonna say it's viral. Well, it might be viral. It might be viral. It just might be viral. But this man, he won swimming finals. No big deal, right? Except it was a women's swimming final. Okay. So this guy, I don't know his name. I ain't bothered. I really didn't bother. But he was 462nd, if I got the numbers right, as far as qualifying. That was his rank, 400, and I might be wrong, but I know it's 400 something, like 462, something like that. This is what he qualified in. All right. 460 something, 62 or whatever, which is pretty low, correct? What does he do? He becomes a woman. He becomes trans. He decides that he is going to be a woman. He's going to be a woman and qualify with them. What does he do? He wins. He comes in first place as a woman. So because he couldn't compete with other men, let's just take the story how it is. Because he couldn't compete with other men, he becomes a woman, or so he thinks. He becomes a woman to beat the women. Dora pause. All righty then. So I wanted to start off. Hey, how are you doing, Anubis, the opener of ways? And how are you, Ava? Good to see you both. I don't normally start off alive like that, but I could not help it. Because now it's the subject of a lot of memes, right? This is what they want you. First of all, this is what they're encouraging. Okay, they're encouraging this gender bending shit. And contrary to popular belief, this has gone on for years. It is not just starting. Since they are planning all these other agendas, this is what they're doing. Why not push it while, everything else is being pushed? To answer your question, I am good. Thanks so much for asking. Appreciate it. I just had to start with that because this is what they want you to support. They want you to share in people's delusion that they are an opposite sex. I refuse. You're not going to make me no, I'm just not doing it. And it amazes me that the masses are going along with this. This is what happens when me and other people were telling y'all 2 years ago, if y'all don't stand up now, they're going to be pushing a whole bunch of other shit. We said this 2 years ago. Lo and behold. And I even seen an article where people are addressing this him as a she or a her. And it's like, it amazes me that people just go along with this shit. That's current news. So I'm like, wow, it's amazing to me. What if I told y'all that most of the celebrities you see on TV and in movies are actually the opposite of what they portray them to be? You wouldn't believe me, but it's true. And they've been transgendering these people for a long time. They've been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean? They know the masses are not going to believe this. Okay. But they've been doing this for a long time. Okay. All right. I hope most of y'all paid attention when I had the elder Azazel on here. He gave so much wisdom in that interview. Okay. One of the things that he said that stuck with me was he said the sleepers have been awakened. All right. He said that was one of the purposes of that jab. That was one of the purposes. Okay. This week, I live in a small town in Texas, military town. There's an army base here, right? A woman got shot and killed at a cemetery this week. At a cemetery, y'all. She was putting flowers on her deceased son's grave. Shot and killed at a cemetery. Y'all can't possibly believe that these random killings and this abnormal behavior is normal and it's just stuff happening. Remember I said before it's going to get worse? This is what I was talking about. And it's probably going to get worse than this. All right. I can't keep coming on here to warn people. I've warned enough. You know what I mean? On to the magic. How about that? All right. So for those people, this is why I try to give out these easy systems, easy magical systems, right? There's another good one. The magic of new Ishtar power. This is excellent. It is excellent. Okay. The magic of new Ishtar power. Al G. Manning. This isn't the only book he has written. All right. It's not the only one. Okay. He had, I say had because I believe he is deceased. He had an ESP lab. Okay. These deities are not deities in the sense that you think they are. Okay. Very simple. Another very simple magical system to use if you do not want to go that deep. And I have come to find in all my years that people really don't want to go that deep. They may appear to be that or try to appear that way. Most people don't want to go deep. So this is one of the systems that can be used for that purpose. Okay. I had a friend over in one of the islands who actually had this made, this Ishtar star. He had it made out of metal. Okay. Very good system to use. I bought this book about 10 years ago to try it out. When I bought this book, it was $44 on Amazon. $45 that I spent for this book. It's only 200 something pages. Okay. It has all kind of rituals in here. Health, love life, finances, blah, blah, blah. Same things that everybody looking for, love and money. Excellent book. So if you can't do that, though, if you can't do that, what you can do is print it out. All right. Look at the deities that's on here. You have Isis. You have Nergal, which is the Babylonian god of war. You have Bast, which is the Egyptian cat goddess. You have Thoth, Egyptian god of writing. You have Marduk, who defeated all the others in battle. You have Ishtar, okay? And you have Ra, the sun god, okay? You also have Osiris. These are the gods for this particular system, all right? What you'll need is this, and you'll need a bigger one for your altar, okay? Again, a very easy system to use, very easy. These gods that you're communicating with are not gods, okay? They're thought forms, which I think is genius. It's not the gods themselves, all right? What Al-G Manning did was he has his group called the ESP Lab, and what they did is they created egregores, okay? So these gods are egregores. They're not the gods, the particular gods, okay? Does it work? Absolutely. Absolutely it works, okay? This book now costs $197 on Amazon, okay? Whenever there's a magical book or a grimoire on Amazon that costs that much money, you should be looking to get it. You should be. Okay? I could sell this book for $200 and it will sell. All right. All right. Where are we? Okay. This, like I said, is there's an interesting passage in here. I think that there's a passage in here that describes what these are. Okay. I know I highlighted it. I think this is it right here. Give me a second. Because these points on the Ishtar star corresponds to chakra points. What they call them, transformer personalities. That's what it's called, but they're pretty much egregores. Okay. Not just chakra points, but also planetary powers. You have a psychic center, which is a chakra point, energy transformer personality, a luminary, and a color of light. All right. So for the first one, let me just read the first one. The first chakra is spleen. The energy transformer personality is Ra. So it corresponds to the sun. The luminary is the sun, and the color of light is orange. Okay. Solar plexus is the energy transformer personality is Ishtar. The luminary is Venus, and the color of light is yellow. Okay. But again, this you have to read through the book. With just the touch of your finger, you can contact the most powerful cosmic energy in the universe. Ishtar powerful. Ishtar power. Virtually overnight, he states you can have all the things you desire most money, love, radiant health, or power beyond belief. Ishtar will transfer your life, blah, 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 blah. It's not Ishtar, though. You're just calling the energy center that. See what I'm saying? So it's difficult for me to explain how this book works without you actually reading. So you have to read the book, okay? This is a magical system all on its own, okay? For those who do not want to go too deep, get this book, The Magic of New Ishtar Power, okay? All right. Again, this is all you need. One sits on your altar. The other is what you kind of touch. You touch each PowerPoint, be like, Isis, Isis, Isis. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Nagal, Nagal, Nagal. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Ra, Ra, Ra. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Ishtar, Ishtar, Ishtar. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Osiris, Osiris, Osiris. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Marduk, Marduk, Marduk. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Thoth, Thoth, Thoth. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. Fast, fast, fast. Thank you for your love, friendship, and help. As you're doing that, you're also using your other hand to touch the same points on the bigger piece of paper. Okay, that's just a mini breakdown on how this system works. But it works. I guarantee you it works. Okay. All right. In other news, someone asked me recently, and this is not the first time somebody's asked me this question, why I don't go after money. And all these years, why did I choose the path to go that I did? I gave this answer. I said, I wanted power. I came into the occult to find power. The power to decide my own fate and things that happen in my life. For me to have protection and freedom. You know what I mean? Freedom. Basic freedom. Okay. Money will come later. All right. When you have power, money comes. Why chase the money first and have no power? That's backwards. Chase, you got to have the money, the power first. And that's what I've been trying to do. Okay. That's what the masters, I traveled the path, the same path that ascended masters did. That's why school took so long for them. Egyptian mystery schools took a long time to graduate from. Okay. There's a reason for that. Same thing with the Tibetan Buddhists. Okay. Money is really nothing, to be quite honest. It's really nothing. What you want is freedom to do whatever you want. That's what you want. And that was my answer to that question. I don't worry about money, because I can use any system to get money. That makes sense? That was my answer. Oh, hello, hey, does work. She's in the chat right now. Hello, hey, does work this system. And of course, Anubis, I'm always going to try and share information. Hello, hey, does work this system. She loves it. She says, I love this system. I work with it for real. I forgot. I totally forgot. I didn't see you there. My apologies. Thank you for showing up. No, that's right. It works. It's simple. It works. You're not calling on dangerous forces when you work with this. You're not. Okay. It's completely easy. It's so easy. And if you have the means, absolutely get this. What my friend did, he had this made out of metal, right? And these points here had a different type of crystal embedded in it, okay? Corresponding to which chakra point that power point corresponded to. It was a nice he said he went to a jeweler and had that made. That's how easy this system is, man. I'm telling y'all. If a book, like I said, if a grimoire costs a whole lot of money on Amazon, those are the books you should be looking to get. All right. I happened to luck out and get this where it was still relatively cheap. You know what I mean? Not so much anymore. I looked the other day, I was like, damn, it went up. It really went up, but it works. Okay. For those who are not trying to be an occult master, why not try it? It works. And it's not going to take a whole lot of training to do. It works. I wouldn't give it to you if it didn't work. But at the same time, peace, blessings, elegant granny. Always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure to see you. At the same time, I am seeing that a lot of people are talking about shadow work. This is the current trend now, shadow work, okay? Everybody's talking about shadow work. If you're not doing shadow work, blah, blah, blah. What these people are failing to mention is how to do it. Shadow work is not just talking about it. You can't just think about your trauma and call that shadow work. That's complete bullshit. That's lazy. Honestly, that's really, really fucking lazy. All right. And remember, I said before that shadow work is so uncomfortable. It is not something you go on Facebook and brag about. Okay. Because repressed subconscious things come up when you're doing shadow work. Okay. If you've seen my video on the mass ritual that I gave out, the Toltec mass ritual, that was one of the most trying times of my life because things kept coming up that I suppressed. One thing that came up out of nowhere, I was doing something else. I was listening to music. I was in a good mood. I was doing something else. And that came up, that event. And it brought me to tears, literally. You know what I'm saying? Now, that mass ritual takes 36 days. Okay. That's one form of it. All right. Another form, another way to do shadow work is hypnosis. Okay. Hypnosis, ritual work. There's actual work behind shadow work. But I'm seeing this trend on Facebook, of course, on social media, talking about y'all people not realizing that they got to do shadow. Yeah, but you ain't telling them how to fucking do it. How are you just talking about it? You know what I mean? Shadow work is not just thinking about your trauma. And I think this is the current trend also. In today's news, this is what people are talking about. They have a very, very surface knowledge of shadow work, and they feel that they have the authority to go on to social media and tell other people you need to do shadow. The fuck is that? Okay. Nobody is telling people how to do shadow work. They're just saying shadow work. So this is the current thing that people are talking about. Dora pause. Yeah, that's the current thing. Today's news. Anubis asks, and what kind of offerings to offer? I'm assuming you're talking about this. There are no offerings. I don't think there's no offerings. I don't believe there are any offerings. Let me look real fast. I mean, you can always give offerings if you feel the need to. And that's a good way to get in touch with deities. Offerings. You have to give something to get something. That's not the case because these aren't actual deities. You feel me? These are not actual deities. Again, you have to look at the book to get a better understanding because I'm not really explaining in depth. Okay. Hold on, look like y'all are talking. Okay. Yes, Elegant Granny always has good feedback. Elegant Granny says sometimes shadow work will keep you up for nights at a time. Yes, absolutely. Like I said, that Toltec mask right that I gave a couple months ago, that Toltec mask, it brought up so much stuff. Okay. Or I could hear a song and the song would trigger because it would bring back an event. That shit is fucking uncomfortable. It's unpleasant. It is not something people go onto fucking Facebook and talk about. A lot of exhausting work goes into it. A lot has to do just with your negative character. Absolutely, Elegant Granny. And I'm glad the door pause gets you. I'm glad. It is supposed to have that dramatic ass effect, that door pause. So I've done it twice this live. All right. I can't speak about this enough. But anyway, back to shadow work. There are some magical systems that have shadow work in them. Okay. Just like the magic of New Ishtar power is a magical system, so is the Book of Abraxas. Okay. Great book. One of the best occult books that exists, period. It's called the Greek Magical Papyri. It is one of the best books out there for ritual work, for initiations, for shadow work. Okay. Remember, I said I work on myself all the time. All right. That's one of the purposes for the great work, the art of magic, the art of the occult, whatever you want to call it. This book, the Greek magical papyri, can be confusing too. All right. People have taken parts of the Greek magical papyri, because it's Coptic and Gnostic. They've taken parts of the Greek magical papyri and made their own workable systems. Okay. Made their own workable systems. Michael Cecchicelli. No, I'm saying that wrong. Oh, I said it right. Michael Cecchicelli. See that? The Book of Abraxas. Okay. Gnostic. Remember, the Gnostics were the real deal Christians. That was the real deal Christianity. This is why they killed them. A good movie to watch about Gnosticism, without them saying that's what it is Jupiter Ascending, with what's the woman who voices Meg on Family Guy? She married to Ashton Kutcher. What's her name? Her name is, damn, I can't remember what her name is. What's up, Papa Ken? Good to see you. I did that ritual and didn't finish. Which ritual are we talking about? Which are you talking about? This? Damn, I bent it. You talking about this book? If you're talking about this book, there's a ritual that gets you started. Oh, you're talking about the mass ritual. That takes 36 days. It takes 30 to 45 minutes per day. God, I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm sorry. Mila Kunis, thank you. Thank you. Mila Kunis, that's her name. Jupiter Ascending. This is one of the books from the Gnosticism, or I'm sorry, the Greek magical papyri. You have curses, of course. You have curses. You have preparations. You got preparations. Look at that. That's forming a pentagram with your hands. That's just doing your ritual space. Okay. This is a good grimoire. This is dynamite. All right. My point, though. My point is this. One of these is calling on Metatron. If you don't know who that is, that's the highest angel next to God. In the Gnosticism faith, Abraxas is the name of God. That's the name. All right. You have the Rite of Jew. J-E-U. Okay. You have protective magic. Protective magic. You see that? Okay. Amorous magic. All right. A binding love spell. Yeah. Wealth and prosperity. All right. Wealth and prosperity. Okay. This is my point. Transcendent. You know what transcendent is? To transcend, to ascend. This is for you to ascend higher. One of these rituals in here is an invocation of Gabriel. I have it marked, actually. The invocation of Gabriel. You got to understand something. Gabriel is one of the archangels. Calling him into you is a dangerous thing if you're not prepared for it. Okay. Calling him is my whole point is that's one of the ways that you can, you're working on yourself by calling this archangel into you. Okay. If you're not ready for it, I don't suggest it. If you don't do stuff like this regularly, do not attempt it. I really don't advise that. People have gone crazy doing this kind of shit unprepared. Okay. My whole point is that books like this can help you with shadow work. Okay. That I'm telling you, there's many ways to do shadow work. That Toltec mass ritual can help you with shadow work if that's what you're truly, truly, truly interested in. Okay. Most people out here are interested in the surface level bullshit. All right. And then telling people on social media, oh, you need to do some shadow work, but not telling them how to go about doing it. That was my whole point. I know I got long-winded on that one. I'm sorry. Hello, Nefertiti. Hello, Alicia Rockets. You stopped when you was at the 15th day. If you went all the way to 15, and I'm not knocking you for doing that. Life happens. Life happens. If you got to the 15th day, you should have seen some kind of results by then. If you went 15 straight days of doing that mass ritual in front of the mirror and narrating your life, you should have had some kind of reaction to it by the 15th day. Okay. I totally recommend going the whole 36 days though. Concurrently, not 15 days, stop, then do another. No, don't do it that way. Do it for the whole 36 days. Okay. Not sure if any of y'all look at. Yes, Elegant Granny. That's what I'm saying. Archangel Michael is not a joke. These energies are ancient. That's what Metatron is, an ancient deity. Metatron sits, he is the voice of God. So remember, I'm always talking about how movies put truth in them, right? To get an example of Metatron, it's the only movie I can think of that shows them, but this was a comedy, Dogma. There's an all-star cast, Dogma. Chris Rock, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, that fine ass Salma Hayek, she's in it. Yeah, that's the only movie that I can think of off the top of my head that shows Metatron and Alanis Morissette. Okay. Let's see. Toltec Mask or Mila Kunis? Mila Kunis, Jupiter Ascending. That's an awesome fucking movie and very underrated. Very, very. We got to get past of who they show these people. They are always going to show Caucasians in these roles. All right? Get past it. Just soak up the knowledge. Forget all that. Hollywood that's their playground. That's the elite playground. This is the way they play out all their fantasies. This is how they rewrite history. Just get over it. There's nothing you can do about it. Really. And it's not even important, to be quite honest. All right. But Mila Kunis in Jupiter Ascending. What's that boy's name? Channing Tatum. I think his name is Channing Tatum. He's in it. So, Archangel Michael is my ace boom. He's something. Shrooms with yoga and meditation has upgraded my evolution. What else you can use is I'm not sure. When I first tried it, I think it was illegal. Salvia. It is a member of the sage family. Salvia. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. That would definitely take your mind elsewhere. Okay. But shrooms and yoga and meditation, yes. Archangel Michael, tell me quick if I haven't done enough work for him to even engage for me like I need him to. Who is the author of the book? Michael Cacciatelli. See that? Michael Cacciatelli. He also wrote a really good book called Crossed Keys. He's a good author. I bought this book directly from Nephilim Press. Okay, I'm on their mailing list. They write some great books. They don't write them, they publish them. Okay, the Book of Abraxas. Okay, the adjuration of Metatron is just wow. Yeah, and the curses are something else in it. I've seen one of these curses elsewhere, and I was like, oh, okay. The names, the barbarous names, just say them like they look. Like you can invoke or the summoning of Set Typhon. to strike one's enemies. Now, Typhon, Set. I'm sorry, Set. Set is the oldest known worship deity, the oldest, Set. Okay. Before they turned to an evil, he was highly regarded. Set of the Egyptian pantheon. I keep getting off my point. All right. Remember, each magical system, once you come across, has an initiation in it. Okay. The Greek magical papyri has several initiations that you can self-initiate, you know. And the initiation is for you to align yourself with the forces. Okay. It is a good way to get those rituals to work and to align yourself with some higher forces. You know what I'm saying? The goal is for you to ascend. Okay. Also remember, write everything down. Why is writing and cursive being taken out of schools? Why do they not want writing as important as it has been in days past? Okay. Write your intentions down. Okay. You're not just telling your higher mind, you're telling whatever you're working with also. Write them down. That's why you should have petition paper. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. That's all I got for today. If you do not watch anime, there's so much occult knowledge that can be gained in watching anime. The one I'm currently watching is Naruto. So much. This is how they teach their cultures. This is a Tokyo show, and it's so much. And my son put me onto another one called Jujutsu Kaisen. That one is heavily occult, heavily. Remember, I take information from every single place that I can, okay? And you should too. All right. So with that being said, thanks for joining me this afternoon. In the words of Jerry Springer, when he used to close out his show, take care of yourself and each other. Namaste. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.